Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming with yours truly, iOctane. So straight off the back of Post Prison, we've got a new event started a few hours ago, and it seems like a really good event. I'm really excited about the event, particularly because it's the first time since I started playing this game we have had two events back to back, and straight after this event we're gonna have a light commander event, and probably a day or two rest next week, probably one day rest next week. We're gonna have straight away an X-Slayer event, which is a Fire Slayer event, which I'm really excited about because I've got a really good Fire Slayer deck. So without further ado, we're gonna have a look at the deck. I did have a look at it this morning because the event started last night. The reset was about 1 o'clock UK time, so I was asleep when the event started anyway. So when I got up this morning at 4 o'clock, I had a look at the deck. The deck seems really interesting, so I'm gonna have a look at it now, and I'm gonna speak just a bit about the deck, a bit about the event, and a bit about this bingo thing. So this is your ultimate form for this week. The artwork is really nice. I'm loving the green and the reds. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful artwork. Really like it. So the battle skill for this ultimate form is one that I really and truly love, because you know I love my gem destroyer, and it's a gem destroyer. It's not only a gem destroyer, but it's also a gem spawner and a healer, and it also cleanses. So this card is reminiscent of Marte Thronos, which I love Marte Thronos, so I'm loving this battle skill and I'm loving this ultimate form. It's a brilliant ultimate form. It's a great utility card. It's a great card to add to other decks. The only thing that I'm thinking about this card is because it heals, its heal depends on the amount of gem that it destroys. You are going to have to use this card one of two ways. So as it destroy all non-light gem on the board and create 4 Earth Power Gem 4s, plus 1 additional Power Gem 4 for every 5 Earth Gem that's on the board. So if you have a full board of Earth Gem, it will create a maximum of 11 plus this extra one in the passive, which we'll talk about when we get there. The next thing it does, it cleanses all debuff, which makes it absolutely powerful, absolutely brilliant. The only problem is the battle skill won't work if it's hit by Gem Silence or Power Gem Silence. It won't work. The next thing, and it's the weakness of Marte Thronos, is Toxin. Because its battle skill heals, if it's hit by Toxin, it won't work. So even though it's a really great card, really powerful, it's got quite a bit of weakness. It's got 3 weaknesses: Toxin, Power Gem Silence, and Gem Silence, which are 3 really nasty debuffs. It's a 3-turn cooldown, which makes it really great. 9 gem charge rate, which is absolutely brilliant. That's the sweet spot. 9 free. Yep, 9 gem charge, 3 gem, 3-turn cooldown. Brilliant. Let's get to the passive. So the passive is called Recoil, and if the enemy casts a debuff, create 1 Earth Power Gem 4. So that's an extra Power Gem 4 on top of your 11. That gives you 12. So you can get a maximum of 12 Power Gem 4 from this this ultimate form. So this ultimate form is absolutely brilliant. I'm really loving this ultimate form. I think it's a brilliant ultimate form, and I think if you are looking for an addition to your Earth deck, this is one to get. So I know a lot of people out there have got the hard-worn gorillas, so this is a quite brilliant card to add to the hard-worn gorillas. The hard-worn gorillas have got a passive which cleanses I think debuff from 1 or 2 cards. Can't remember much cards, but theirs works passively, which is quite good. This one is on activation, so it's a really good card to add to your arsenal of cards. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get this card because I haven't got the dust and I haven't got the gems, which is really bad. So this one is your Master Collection card, and it destroys 20 non-Earth gems plus 3 additional gems for every 30 Earth Slayer skill points. So this one, it only destroys 20 at the beginning, and its gem destroying power increases as your skill point increases, which is not really that bad as it's a Master Collection card. Cleanses all debuff and heal for 200% of self recovery per gem destroyed. So this card is also not a bad card to have. It will be affected by Toxin, Power Gem Silence, and Gem Silence as well. Passive Recoil: if enemy casts a debuff, create 1 extra Earth Power Gem 3. So it's a good card as well to have. So if you don't manage to get the ultimate form and you do manage to get the Master Collection card, the Master Collection card is not too much of a bad card to add to your arsenal. It's quite good. Ultimate form, however, is always the best. It deals more damage and it does far more than Master Collection card. So this is your ultra rare for this week, and I'm expecting one of the cards to be a Gem Rainer. So this one creates 4 Earth Power Gem 4s, which is brilliant. Not all the time you get an ultra rare that creates Power Gem 4s, plus 1 additional Earth Power Gem 4 for every 5 Earth Gem on the board. So this can also create a maximum of 11, because when the board is totally filled with Earth Gems, you can, if you divide that by 5, you'll get 7. So it can create 7 if the board is full, plus the initial 4, which gives you 11. The passive, stalking her prey. At the beginning of every turn, every stack of Earth Slayer skill point moderately increases drop rate of Earth Gems for that turn. This skill stacks with other similar skills. So this is your gem rainer. So before we had the gemfall decks, we had gem rainer, and this is gem rainer, which is not too bad. So it's definitely a card to have on the deck as well. If you have 2 or 3 ultra rare, your deck can be significantly powerful, because 3 ultra rare can give you a maximum of 33 power gem 4s on the board, plus the power gems you'll get from your ultimate form and your master collection card. This deck is not very powerful. It can be quite powerful if you can get your ultimate form up to 3, 4, or say 6 pink star. It can prove to be quite a powerful deck. It's really interesting battle skills. These are battle skills reminiscent of cards past. So we can see some of the battle skills from Generation 2 starting to filter themselves into Generation 3, which is really good. Network is, I think they're doing a better job when it comes to battle skill, because when we started 3.0, the battle skills were really lacking, but now I can see the battle skills are improving quite a lot, which I'm really pleased with, because a few months ago I was considering giving up the game, but now I'm a bit more contented with the decks and the battle skills. This week killer skill is Noble Killer. So let's have a look at our support card and our main card. So this is the main card. Let's see if we can find the 6 star. So this is your 6 star stats, and this one will destroy 15 non-earth gems plus 3 additional gems for every 30 earth skill points, rounded down. Create 2 earth power gem 2s, cleanse 1 debuff, heal for 100% of self recovery per gem destroyed. Passive above rest, if the enemy casts a debuff, create 1 earth power gem 2. This can trigger once per battle. So this is a downgraded version to the master collection card. Won't be as powerful as the master collection card. I did get a copy on the first tier of the vault. I've been trying to put together decks based around this and the support card, because I got 4 copies of the support card and I got 1 copy of this. Didn't manage to get the ultra rare master collection card. Luck seemed to be running short for the last 2 weeks, but never mind, is what it is. Nothing stays the same forever, it will change. So this is your support card, Silent Assassin, and the Silent Assassin adds 10 Earth Slayer skill points, then attack for 1250% plus 200% per 5 Earth Slayer skill point. If you are above 50% maximum HP, spawn 1 heart power gem 3, charge rate 9, cooldown 3. So 1 heart power gem. So when you got a heart power gem on the board, if you swap it with another power gem, it will heal. It will aid in your recovery. It won't, basically, it can fill your HP back up to maximum depending on how much HP you've lost. If you've got a scepter, the scepter will also aid in your recovery. So this can help. It will help a lot, especially when you're quite low on HP. So it's a really interesting battle skill. It's a nuke card as well. I don't really like nuke cards. It adds 10 Slayer skill point with its battle skill. It's got a free turn cooldown, so every free turn this particular card will generate 20 skill points, which is quite good. It's got a passive as well, Slashback. If the enemy casts a debuff, increases Earth Slayer attack by 40%. It's not very often that you see a support card increasing the attack of the deck. It's always the main card, ultra rare, master collection card, so on and so forth, that increases the damage output, but this is really good that you have a support card that can actually increase the damage output of your deck. So it's a really interesting support card, which is not bad. It's really good. The deck is really interesting. It's a really really good work on network part. This deck is, I'm not gonna say it's a brilliant deck, but it's a really interesting deck. The battle skills are really interesting. I really like the artwork on the ultimate form. On the rest of the cards, the artwork are okay. The relics, let's look at the real relic, which is Tiger's Spirit. And your real relic will always, more than likely, increase your attack if you're below 50% maximum HP, which that is really good. Did manage to get a few rare relic over the past few weeks and some ultimate relics, and I really find rare relics really good when it comes to that particular skill. If you're below 50% HP, increase your attack, because you can play the deck in such a way where you allow your HP to drop below 50%, increase your attack, then build back up your HP. You still got that damage output boost, along with your support card to increase your boost by 40%. That's a 90% increase depending on how much support card you've got on the board. So it's really good, really good. It's really interesting. Let's talk about this bingo thing. So bingo, I'm not one for gambling, and Network has brought in quite a few things that seems like it's introducing the players to gambling. This is one of them, and I really and truly, I'm not really interested in this bingo thing. Don't find it interesting. Not really happy about it. Not really interested in it. I think the vault that they brought out 2 weeks ago was really good, where you could trade cards within a guild. That one is absolutely brilliant. I think it's a brilliant idea. If Network is looking for something to implement in the game, I think that's one of the key things to actually bring guilds together, to get people talking in guilds, to get guilds actually being a bit more lively, because you have loads of guilds out there where people play but they don't communicate with each other. The guilds are dead, and the guild vault is really, I think it was fundamentally, it was a sound idea, and Network needs to put it as a permanent fixture within the game. That's my opinion. I think it was quite good. Bingo is rubbish. The dust jackpot, we're used to the dust jackpot by now, so not gonna really talk much about that, because dust jackpot can really be very good at times. So this is your ultimate relic. It does all that it says on the tin. Your regular increasing ultimate relic damage output and so on and so forth. If you're below 50% HP, increase your attack. So ultimate relics, we don't, a free-to-play player don't often get a ultimate relic, but when you do get an ultimate relic, it's really good. Ultimate relics are a very important part of the game. Relics are a staple part of the game. If you haven't got relics, your deck is lacking quite a lot. So I always encourage people to actually invest in relic. The only reason why I actually went through the vault today is to see if I can get a rare relic and a main relic to create a ultimate relic. Got a copy, the guaranteed copy of the main relic. Didn't manage to get a rare relic, but it is what it is. So it increases the attack of the relic by an additional 100% if Noble Killer is active. So this does exactly what it said it does. Most of the main relics does the same thing. There's no difference with this one this week. So that's your deck. The event is in earnest, and I've been playing since I left work this afternoon. I'm at 33. I'm really amazed that I'm in 33rd position, really, because I haven't really got a brilliant deck. But I think a lot of people are tired, because a lot of people really played very hard in Post Prison. Don't think a lot of people expected to have an event straight after Post Prison, but I'm kind of happy because I didn't do well in Post Prison, got demoted back down to Emperor League, which I don't mind anyway because I've got a strategy in the way how I've decided how to play this game. So the way I've decided to play this particular game is I'm saving my dust for brilliant decks. If I don't manage to get a brilliant deck, I'll still keep saving my dust for another brilliant deck. I've got certain mechanics that I want to add to my arsenal, and I would like one of each killer skill in each one of my decks. So for example, with my fire deck, I've got 3 of the kill skill. I just need 2 to complete that collection. My water, I've got 3 as well. I've been working mainly on my Slayer decks, and when my Slayer collections are completed, then I'll concentrate on my Commander collections and go from there. So at the moment I've got 15,000 dust for the Master Collection card, 10,000 dust for the Ultra Rare. Won't be able to craft the Ultra Rare. I could try to get it on tier 4, but that's not guaranteed. So I'm thinking if I go up to tier 4 and I don't manage to get Ultra Rare, I won't craft the Master Collection card, and I'll just chalk it down to experience that I didn't really get this deck. The next thing that I'm planning to do is I'm planning to start saving my gems. So normally I spend like 1,000 gems on the 1,000 gem vault, or 300 on the 300, or 500 on the 500, trying to get like the Ultra Rare Master Collection card. I'm gonna cut that out. When I go through the vault, whatever I put together a deck. My main objective is to actually complete the quest to get the dust and all the collection within the collection, and save all my dust. Keep saying save all my dust because it's quite important to save the dust. The next thing is try to finish as high as possible on the solo leaderboard. If not, just do enough to stay within the league. So if I manage to get back up to Legend League and I get demoted, I don't mind, because it's better for me to get demoted from Legend League than from Emperor League, because Kings League, I don't want to go back down to Kings League. I think Emperor League is the sweet spot, so I don't mind staying in Emperor League. So it's better to get demoted from Kings League. Sorry, not Kings League, Legend League. Legend League is really, really brutal. A lot of people in Legend League spend ton loads of money on their deck. So that's your event. That's your deck for this week. I'm gonna make the next video. You know what? Might as well we just continue straight into possible deck combos. So this is the deck that I'm running. This is the deck I came up with. It's really a brilliant deck. It's really good. It's not as powerful as the event deck. Will never be as powerful as the event deck. And I haven't got the addition of the ultimate form to boost the damage output of this deck. If I had the ultimate form, this deck would be absolutely magnificent. If I do manage, which I don't think I'll get the ultra rare for this particular Master Collection card, I could create the ultimate form, which would make the deck a bit more powerful. So as you can see, that's the only combination I came up with. One of the combination that I put together was using let me see, this card to actually generate my gem production. I was using one of the support card for this week's event. I was also using the main card, and to get a bit more power gems on the board, I was using Seda. So if you haven't got Seda, you can add a card that would spawn a bit more power gem. I have got Habarko, which is not too bad. I've got quite a few cards that can actually add a bit of power gems on the board. I was using I was using a gem Rainer, which, let me get it up, where is it? This one, Sweet Steel Hansel. So he will basically create the gem fall, so that would give you a bit more power, a bit more gems on the board, sorry. But if you've got this support card, you don't need to use him because he is a commander card. So this particular card will create gems each time it get hit by the enemy. So it will apply fired up to free Earth Slayer hero. Fired up will create free Earth gem the next time you are hit by the enemy. It has a 4-turn cooldown. It's got a passive as well, so each time it get hit, it creates 3 Earth gem. So it's not a bad card. 2 of these cards is better to use than 1. I've got the ultra rare for that particular deck as well. So you could use 2 copies of that particular card, which is quite good. And you could use say the firm root. So let's see how it actually works in a fight. We haven't got, okay, so power gem silence. We only need power gem. Only need somebody to dispel power gem because only 2 cards on the board actually create power gems. But nevertheless, let's see how we get on. And if we don't do quite well, we then have to get something to dispel the power gem silence. So as you can see, my relics have created almost a full board of power gems. Full board of gems. Let's activate these 2 cards, and then we are going to take the hit. And we should get almost a full board of gems. And take the hit to create almost a full board of gems. There we go. A few power gems on the board, and let's see the damage output. So 19 billion for your support card, 120 billion for the main card. So we are putting out quite a bit of damage for a deck that actually uses support cards and main cards. So it's not really a bad deck. And let's see if we can put together another deck. Okay, view result, collect. Let's see if we can put together another deck. Let's see what we've got in the deck that we can actually use. If you've got this particular deck, it's a commander deck, but it can create a bit of power gems on the board. So you could use the Master Collection card and the Ultra Rare in combination. You could use the Master Collection card and the Ultra Rare together. So you will reset its battle skill, and then what you could do, because you've got those ones creating your power gems, then you could go ahead and use your support card. There you go, your support card. Then you could use your one more support card, and then your main card as well. Where's that main card? Use the main card as well. Always remember never to use a main card as the lead. Okay. We want to buff our slayers, not our commanders. What you could do as well, you could use this card as a lead card. Where is it? Dojin. So Dojin would be a great addition to the deck. So let's see if we can find Dojin. There's Dojin. So which card would we take out to use Dojin? Should we take out the support card, or should we leave the support card? So what I'll do, I'll remove this support card, use Dojin as a lead. Then we want to get, okay, we've got all Earth, and let's see how we get on. Let's see if this one actually works. Just something that, here's one I created earlier. So here we go. Let's see how this one actually works. So this is how I do my deck. I just try Lots of card, lots of combination. Just bear in mind the rules that I keep telling you. You need heal, which discard heals. Discard increase your attack. Make heals as well. Okay, somebody killed that boss. So we get to see if our deck is any good. Here we go. Let's see if we can actually kill this boss before somebody get to it before us. So what we want to do, want to boost, get all our battle skills charged, then we're gonna use our commander cards to actually get some power gems on the board. So what we're gonna do first, I think I'm gonna use him first. Reset his skill, use him again, then doge him, then destroy all of those gems, and then here we go. Let's see if it will actually do anything. So 13, 14, and 10. So that gives us a maximum of 37 billion, which is not too bad really for a deck that uses. What I'll do, I'll swap this one out, swap that one out, and I'll try using this one. So it's gone from a 2-turn deck now to a 3-turn deck, which is a bit slower, but let's see if it actually works. So we're gonna power up our battle skills, then we're going to use our support card. We're gonna take the hit. We're gonna take the hit. There we go. Use this one. Use those two. So didn't really get much more gems or power gems on the board, but as you can see, the damage output is much more better. So our main card is dealing 42 billion, which is a bit more. So that's one deck idea. So let's see this one in action. It's going to be more powerful. It's got more Master Collection card, ultimate forms, and so on and so forth. So it's got 3 Master Collection card, 2 ultimate forms. So this one is also a 3-turn deck. You need to get above 25 skill points to actually use one of your cards, which is this one, Alfonso the Goblin. Okay, and then you just activate your second battle skills. There you go. So you won't get a full board of power gems on your first attempt, but on your 4th attempt you will get a full board of power gems because the hard one goblins got a passive along with their, so the damage output on that one is really good. So I have been playing the ultimate bosses, which now cost 16 tokens, which is really good. I find it really brilliant. And I've paused, as you can see, I'm up to level 11, and I've paused the line, and I'm gonna get around to it a bit later. Just got in from work, decided I'm gonna make a video. And then, you know what, let's kill this boss before it expires. Gonna make a video and then go and spend some time with the family. So hopefully all the information that I've been giving you is quite good. Shout out to one of my subscribers who decided that he's had enough of Legendary Game of Hero. Really gonna miss you, mate. You've been a real encouragement. You've left loads of comment. Really love the encouragement that you've given me, mate. Really enjoyed having you as a subscriber. Please stay subscribed. There will be new content coming to the channel. I'm planning to bring Clash of Clans, which is a game that I have been playing for the last 5 years. It's a really brilliant game, one of the longest running mobile games, along with a few other games, but I'm gonna bring Clash of Clans first. So if you're a clasher, look out for Clash of Clans video, and if you like Clash Royale, I'm also gonna do Clash Royale soon as well, so look out for those. So that's all I've got for you today. So like, subscribe, and as always, it's Octane saying peace. Enjoy your events because there's more than one. Bye.